well socially distanced, aren't we? These naturalization ceremonies have been a casualty of the pandemic, and we are all very glad we're able to continue to perform them during these difficult times. For a while, we paused them. And then we started conducting them outside at first. And then, of course, it rained and it became 95 degrees. And now we're able to use these beautiful historic facilities, and we're protected from weather cancellations. Other judges around the nation have done them in drive-by ceremonies and in large gatherings in parking lots. This is much preferable since we're air-conditioned. So we are delighted to welcome 51 new citizens to our state and to our country. We're going to start right off the bat by administering the oath of allegiance to our country. So I'm going to ask each of you to stand, to raise your right hand, and when I say state your name, state your name. Okay? All right, stand, would you please? Raise your right hand. Now, I warn you, some of these words, I think it goes back to like 1800s or something. These words are not all used in common language, but I'm sure you've seen them before and already have read what the oath of allegiance is, so hang with me on this. I state your name. Hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen. That I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law. That I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law. And that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations. Be seated. I'm so delighted to be here with you today on this important and kind of fun occasion. It's customary to speak to our new citizens about what a great country we have and how very fortunate you are to become citizens of this great country. However, it struck me that this country became great and remains great in large part because of our immigrants. Therefore, I thought it appropriate to celebrate this moment not by boasting about this country, but rather by stressing that those of us who were born to American citizenship should be thankful to immigrants, past, present, and future. Let me elaborate just briefly. First, all too often, those of us who were born to American citizenship forget that each of us, with the exception of Native Americans, of course, has an immigrant in our history. Many of us descended from German, Swedish, English, Irish, Czech, Russian, French, or Italian stock. Others of us have more exotic immigration histories in our families, but virtually all of us have our forefathers to thank for the traumatic task of immigration. Whether they were dragged here in the horrible confines of a slave ship or booked passage on a luxury liner, our immigrant ancestors took risks to come to this country. Therefore, most native-born citizens owe a real debt of gratitude to the immigrants of our past. Second, all too often we forget what each generation of new immigrants has done for this country. Our political system was inspired by immigrants. Our railroads, our coal mines, our cotton fields, our oil wells, and our steel mills were built, dug, tended, drilled, or stoked by immigrants. Our space program is a testament to immigrants. Our wars were fought with immigrants. Virtually everything of value that we have in this country, from our political freedoms to our economic progress, was in some very positive way influenced by immigrants. Third, all too often we forget that immigrants, by their mere presence, bless us with a diversity that truly enriches our spirit. What would Boston be without the sound of an Irish brogue? What would Milwaukee be without German food? Could there really be a San Francisco without Chinatown? Can you imagine Chicago without the ethnic neighborhoods of Poles, Czechs, and Hungarians? Wouldn't Miami be a boring expanse of sand if it weren't for the Cubans? Aren't cities with names like San Antonio, Santa Fe, and Los Angeles contradictions in terms without the Mexicans? Our art, our food, our music, our humor, our language, our literature, and indeed our daily lives are made immensely more interesting because of immigrants. Those of us who today welcome our new citizens would do well to reflect on how lucky we, not just they, are. The new citizens we welcome today, all of you, will enrich this nation beyond expectation. I want to share with you the words of our sixth president, John Quincy Adams. You will never know how much it cost my generation to preserve your freedom. I hope you will make good use of it. So please make good use of the freedoms you now enjoy as United States citizens. It is with these very grateful thoughts that I welcome each and every one of our new citizens. And I'm also going to take this opportunity to ask you, if you are not vaccinated, to be a good citizen of our community and get vaccinated so we can all move past this, so we can have your families with us in these naturalization ceremonies, so our children can go through school and learn well, and we can all return to fuller lives. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you celebrate this occasion with your families and with your friends, and I thank you very much for being part of our country.